Every year, people carve pumpkins, dress up, and call it harmless fun. But have you ever stopped to ask why? Why this night? Why the costumes, the candles, the candy? Before it was Halloween, it was Samhain, an ancient Celtic festival marking the death of summer and the start of winter, the dark half of the year. They believed the veil between the living and the dead grew thin, that spirits could slip through. Fires were lit to keep them away. Masks were worn to fool them. Food was left out as offerings, not for neighbors, but for the dead. It wasn't celebration, it was fear dressed as tradition. When Christianity spread through Europe, it didn't erase Samhain, it absorbed it. The church called it All Hallows' Eve, the night before All Saints' Day. The prayers for the dead mixed with the old pagan customs, and the line between light and dark blurred. People went door to door asking for soul cakes, offering prayers for the dead in return. That's actually where trick-or-treating began, only the treat was meant for spirits, not for kids. But Scripture never tells us to pray for the dead. Ecclesiastes 9:5 says the dead know nothing. Never again will they have a part in anything that happens under the sun. Isaiah 8:19 asks, should the living seek guidance from the dead? And in Luke 16, Jesus tells of a great chasm separating the living from the dead, one that no one can cross. The message is pretty clear. There's no communication between the two. Deuteronomy 18 even warns against calling up the dead or consulting spirits. Still, those practices survived. They just changed shape. The old fear became fun. We swapped offerings for candy, masks for costumes, and spirits for make-believe. But underneath all the sugar and laughter sits an old ritual, a night once meant to keep the dead at peace. This isn't about judgment. It's about awareness. So many of our traditions started as someone's attempt to manage the dark. But faith isn't about appeasing shadows. It's about walking in the light. Before you celebrate, just ask yourself, what am I really honoring tonight? Because the truth behind Halloween is older, deeper, and far less playful than it looks.